By now you could feel it. And you know that nothing could stop this. Nothing at all. The changes that we feel inside of us, the evolutionary process, you might be feeling your body, especially your spine at this time, and you feel the changes happening inside of you. In today's lesson, we're going to listen very carefully to ourselves. You're going to have to know thyself. You're going to have to know thyself. You have to know the ins and outs of your body to really experience and know that you're evolving. This is true ascension. This solar flash cannot be stopped. We're being bombarded with solar flares right now. Are you feeling it? You could get the fire bursts. You could get the star bursts going in the chat if you're feeling it like never before. But when you know thyself, a lot of the population, they're disconnected. They're disconnected from nature. They're numb to themselves. You know, I share about my fitness journey here, right? And I know the ins and outs of my body. I could feel I could feel all my muscles, my bones. That's what we're actually feeling. We're feeling it in our spine right now. And one of the symptoms that, you know, people that I know, myself, and maybe you're tuned in right now, and you feel pain, pressure in your spine like never before. Please share that in the comment section. If you're on the live stream, let us know as well. The pain, the pressure inside of your spine, going down the spine right now. The receiver, Tesla said, I am a receiver. We're receiving these energies and we're changing. And we're going to understand why we have to allow the evolutionary process to just play out. We have to allow it to play out. You know, I'm looking at the chat right now. Many people saying yes to the base of the spine. Are you feeling it in the base of the spine? Please hit the like button. I'm so grateful for that. It helps others find this message. If any of today's message resonates with you, hit that like button because a lot of people are feeling these symptoms right now. This is evolution and ascension. So, you know, our bodies have to change. We shared earlier that our nervous system is being reset and our reality is changing. Know thyself. Know your point of homeostasis. That's your everyday life, regular life maintaining condition. You know, what's regular for me on my journey is going to be different than you. You have your own point of homeostasis. And when you're not distracted, when you're not distracted with TV all day long, when you're not loaded up with chemicals all day long, when you're not in fear from the narcissists that put you in anxiety all day long, when you're not, you know, dealing with all these things, you could really sit quietly and you know thyself and you could know what's the ins and outs of your body. And, you know, you might be experiencing deep sleep. So the past few nights, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. You're like, oh. And when you come up out of the sleep, it's like it takes a lot longer for you to almost get back into your body. And it's a deeper sleep because there's so many changes that are going on at an energetic level. Yesterday, you know, I went to the beach and it was so blazing hot. You know, it's funny because at night, it's got to be cool for me to fall asleep. I can't really fall asleep when it's warm, but it was so hot on the beach. I just passed out in the sun yesterday, and that little, it actually was not as little. I think it was closer to a half an hour, but I've shared this, those that have been on the journey with me, maybe you're new, you know, you go out in the sun and you just fall asleep real quick. You pass out and you could sleep for like 15 minutes and it's such a deep and healing, restful sleep. And I remember like coming out of that sleep that I had on the beach and my whole body being numb. Have you experienced something like that in the past few days? So these energies that are coming in, they're changing us. You have to think differently about who you are. You didn't have junk DNA. No, you didn't have junk DNA. They're actually DNA receptors. Yeah, you're receiving the light and sound reception and transmission. It's receiving, it's transmitting. So you have to start thinking differently about this. So since we have all this light energy, all this electromagnetic energy that's coming in, it's changing us at a cellular level. And you could feel the resonance maybe at the base of the spine at this time. So it really, it's really not so pleasant, but we're changing. We have to evolve. You want to be preemptive of things that we talked about on this channel. And again, some people, this is a free will decision. Some people want to continue to be numb. But eventually, we have to be a resonance for this, wherever this earth is going to be, right? All the life forms on the earth, it's called the Schumann resonance. We have to be in tune. All biological systems are connected to the Schumann resonance. So after a while, you know, if you know, people are moving with nature, and then if people are moving out of nature, it's getting further and further, wider and wider, right? You might be witnessing that on your journey. You might be going out into society and saying, something's off, strange things are happening. Are you witnessing strange things? You could just write strange in the comments. Strange things, strange behaviors. All right, and you know, the Hopi prophecy spoke about this time period. And it talked about Sambaku, and you might see this in the eyes. You got to look at the eyes, right? So you if you're starting to question, you know, why you're seeing such differentiation. God works with compare and contrast, as I've shared. This is a time period of differentiation, of frequency, and it is your job. It is your job to stay focused on you. Allow the energy, allow reality to manifest through you at this time. This energy, that Christ energy, is the truth. I can't stress this enough. When you are connected to the truth, when you live in truth, and Dr. Gabor speaks about this as well, you should check him out. You gotta live in truth, especially at this time. If you're not living in truth, you are going to have a difficult journey. You're going to have a difficult time with this transitional process. So you have to stay focused on yourself, not worried about other people. And you have to put 100%, I've shared this already, you have to put 100% into your true ascension. Because it's difficult to go through this period of time. It's not an easy time period. How does this all play out right now? Because there is free will involved. How does this play out, Uncle Mike? I'm glad you asked. So, what is emotion? It's energy in motion. And emotions are building up inside of us. And one thing that I've shared over and over again, I will share it 10 years from now, because there are immutable truths to the universe. Did you know that? There are immutable truths. In a world right now, people, oh, this is the truth, that's the truth. There are immutable truths. And one of the immutable truths is about your content of character. Yeah. And so how does this relate? When you're out of alignment, you know, when you're not living maybe a great life, emotions are building up. People are going to be riddled with anxiety, and it's going to bubble up to the surface right now, and it cannot be controlled. You know, earlier when I got up and I see the sun blazing, and it's still early in the morning, I feel it myself. It's like I have to get out of here. I have to get, like, just to be out in nature and ground. I feel it. So the more that a person is out of alignment, the more that a person is tuned into negativity, the more the person isn't walking they call it the straight and narrow, but there's no straight lines. We're just going around in a spiral. But you know what I mean, right? So if you're not living that content of that true content of character, it's going to be bubbling up inside of you. All right? I see the hitting the targets. Yeah, you have to know this right now. That this is where the free will comes. It's your free will to live your everyday life however you want it. So on my journey, I made this my top priority. If a person is inspired by making Ascension their top priority, that's great. I'm glad that you tuned in. And if you're maybe just trolling in the comment section, right? Oh, I'm just going to troll all day long, right? Well, that's your journey. And in the end, right, it's all free will. We're going to see how this all plays out. So I focus on my diet. I focus on my surroundings. I focus the company that I keep. I focus on all these things because every last one of these things carries a vibrational signature. What we consume is not only what we eat and drink, what we watch, what we listen to. You might be getting this message and you're sick and tired of the nonsense on the TV, the negativity. I'm just an observer. I observe. You got to observe. I sit back and I observe. You know, I go, I look on social media. I dabble in the social media. And the things come up on my stream. And I watch people and they get one thing that gets their narrative. And then they'll find another post that gets their narrative. And then they fight in the comment section. And then it's like 90 comments. And they just go back and forth all day long. What did you actually accomplish with your day? You're sitting there complaining, oh, look at this. This is the problem. That's great. What you going to do about it? How you building your life? Smash the like button if I'm speaking the truth. Polarization and duality is going to make you sick at this time. Polarization and duality is going to make you sick at this time. This solar flash cannot be stopped. This energy cannot be stopped. And the more you're in this negativity, oh, this is the, this and that. Polarization. Lisa, I appreciate you very much, Lisa. Thank you so much for that. Very grateful, Lisa. Polarization. Everyone says, pick a side, pick a side. But I could sit here, right? And you could say, this is maybe truthful on this side, and this is maybe truthful on that side. And if you dig in and just go to one side, this is how people become fragmented. There are many people in the world right now, they're fragmented. They don't even know who they are. You got to know thyself. Oh, because I need to go with this side or this political color or whatever it is. You're going to get lost. The only way out, the only way of true ascension is not left or right. It is up. Period. It's up. You have to see things from a deeper level. And this is a tremendous time. If you haven't spent your time alone with God, what differentiates me, what differentiates the real ones is because they've spent time alone with God, because you absolutely cannot find the truth. It's not going to be something that's on this television program, right? It's not going to be on this thing. You're going to have to go out. You're going to have to go within. You're going to have to go directly to the source to find the truth. And then you start sorting things. And then you put in real effort. And then you start writing it down. You process these things. You're going to see these things. You're going to see people out there. It's so easy to see at this point, right? They're going to just regurgitate things that they see on a television program. They'll quote a Bible verse to fit their narrative, but they don't take it. They don't go sit out and process it. What does it mean? Do you see the deeper picture? There's very intense things that are going on right now. It's so that humanity as a whole will awaken. That's called the event. What's the event, Uncle Mike? Oh, it's the expansion of human consciousness. I've been sharing about this for years. And some people, Captain Literal Man, oh, here comes Captain Literal Man into the comment section. And he says, there's no event. There's people out there say there's no event. Well, maybe that it's not enough for you. I'm witnessing this as well. There was a lot of crazy things that happened in the month of July. And people didn't bat an eye. I hold receipts on this channel page, and I've shared this, and you could go back to the channel page. It's waiting for you. It's called A Great Shaking. And look at what were the things that you could let us know in the comments. What were all the things that happened last month? And I watched people, they just kept going forward. That machine, that beast machine, kept moving forward. They didn't even care. They're like numbed down to these things. So God gives a gentle tap, a nudge, and then there's going to be a great shaking. Have you witnessed many people, or just they just keep going back? So I don't know how that great shaking is. I know how God works. And as this solar flash energy rises up, remember, solar activity is connected to human consciousness. Yeah. So when the energy comes in, please pay attention, right? Focus. When the energy comes in, it comes in energetically, and then it manifests physically. So we might see physical events that actually happen, could come in many forms to wake people up, but they still keep going. I just got to keep going. This is the solar flash is an inside job. It's an inside job. Very strong. Yeah, we're strong light warriors here. I appreciate that. So you have to know that emotion is energy in motion. That's what it is. So there are things designed to trigger your emotions. You can't be Captain Literal Man. It's all about content of character. Anyone will take anything and try to fit their narrative. Like you might have trolls and narcissists that slither into your comment section. I'll give you a real life example. The other day, I laugh at these things. You know, I wrote, you know, like God says that you should, and then the guy starts here. Well, God doesn't tell me what to do because that's not free will, and like going on and on, trying to, you know, mock the video. You know, and so what will they do? You know, I talk about free will all the time, but that's being Captain Literal Man. That's trying to just take words and use them to your whatever you want to bring out there, right? Look at the targets are going off in the chat right now. So that's what we're here to do. We have to understand what's going on right now. There's two frequencies. We could go or two directions. Let's call it two directions. Not there's a plethora of timelines and stuff like that. But are you moving in the same general direction? What is that, Uncle Mike? We are raising our vibrational frequency at least 1% every single day. Or are you trying to pull other people down into the pit of doom? Oh, it's a pit of doom. It's hellfire and brimstone, right? So it's your frequency. It's your attention. But you will feel this right now. And it can't be stopped. It's so important to be preemptive. You know, some people might, I get these questions, you know, why are these people, they don't feel these ascension symptoms, that, you know, so on and so forth. And it all is in a divine design. You might have gone through physical things that were not so great for you, but it's helping you sort. You know, you have to go through certain pain. Don't forget what your Uncle Mike taught you many times. Do you choose the pain of discipline, or do you choose the pain of regret? Do you choose the pain of discipline, or do you choose the pain of regret? Remember, this is self-empowerment channel. This is not fake spiritual nonsense channel. You choose. And what you're going to see, and you know, on my journey, I went through a tough physical time period. But it trained me and molded me. I did it ahead of time, so now I'm prepared to be a leader of millions of people during this massive shift for the second half of this year. At face value, you know, certain people say, that's negative stuff or whatever. And so look at our ascension symptoms right now. People would say, oh, it's negative, right? But we are upgrading. I recently shared, you know, the original video, the preparation to accept. The hard wiring of your body is changing so you can accept those massive solar flash energies that are coming in. I've shared many times, and Dolores Cannon spoke about this. It comes in as waves. All of these things can be found on the channel page. I hold receipts. And, you know, I can reflect back to the December time period of 2020. There was a major flash or energy pulse that came in. That actually hit a lot of people in their solar plexus, in their stomach, a lot of pains. You know, that was a major flash, like really affected a lot of people. And then last year, right, the Schumann resonance rapture wave, right, that beautiful design that we saw in the Schumann resonance. And people's lives changed. There was a massive sorting that happened. That was energy that really affected the fabric of our reality. So there have already been massive solar flashes or massive bursts of energy, whatever you'd like to call them. And it will continue to come in. So this is an inside job. It's so much more powerful to be preemptive, to implement things for your everyday life journey. Like I know without a shadow of a doubt today, I'm going to be getting out in nature, going to get my feet in the sand, spend a lot of time in the salt water. I was floating yesterday, trying to float around. The pain in the spine, you might be feeling, you just tuned into the live stream. A lot of people just came on. Please hit that like button if you just stumbled on. People will get this message. The pressure and pain in the spine, especially at the base of the spine. So what are the things when you know thyself? And I can feel, I can feel how my body feels. Like sometimes over the course of time, like I could feel like my nerves, I can't like feel the flexing or the strength of my muscles. Sometimes it's like almost numb. So at the base of the spine, I can almost feel it's a little bit lower, a little bit more to the left, a little different. And what is a major, thank you, God. Thank you. I'm so grateful. We're going to have the power of gratitude right now. It's so important. No, but seriously, I've been able to crack my lower back where I haven't been able to crack my lower back. So I'm noticing a change. So you got to really get in tune with the basics. Energy is the ability to cause change. We can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. So now all of a sudden, for a long period of time, I was saying, I wish I could crack my lower back. And again, there's still pain there, but every once in a while, I could just get a little crack out of the lower back, and there's such a release of that tension. Okay, I see Lori in the chat saying she's feeling this as well. Let us know in the comments. Are you feeling this within your spine? The spine is cracking. There's a lot of energy that's coming in. It can't be stopped. And it's going to continue. But this is your content of character time. As the emotions build up, I feel this. If you are totally out of alignment, you're going to feel it more. I'll give you an example. Like we as infinite beings, right? We are very sensitive to time, especially when you're on a clock. And every time, like I feel that like this, like I have to meet this deadline, or I have something to do, I have to do this by this time or this date, I feel a little anxiety about it. So, you know, if you're getting this, the more that you hold on to that matrix 9 to 5 life, it's going to be difficult. The more that you're stuck with that narcissistic relationship. How did I get here? How did I get in this situation? I'm feeling it all day long. It's so many people that fall for this, because in the old energies, and this has been happening in waves, where people are leaving these old situations. Two things that will really influence your vibrational frequency. Three things actually, right? Who you have in your personal surroundings at home, your job at the workplace, and where you actually live. This is called epigenetics. Dr. Gabor speaks about healthy anger as part of your immune system. Did you know you have an immune system for spiritual nonsense? That's what's called healthy anger. It's your immune system telling you danger, 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 stranger danger. Sometimes you could think you know someone, but you literally have danger, stranger danger. You didn't even know who they truthfully are. People will put on a facade at the workplace. People will put on a facade to try to get into your everyday life. So the more the energies come in, this is a time period where we will rise to our truthful self. Yeah, you got to listen to these, especially so again, solar plexus, listen to these signals. The sun, the solar plexus. Polarization, your content of character, polarization and duality, all of these things are going to throw you off big time. Oded, thank you so much, Oded. I love you forever, High Commander. I appreciate you, Oded. Thank you for being here. Very grateful for you. So many, you're going to see this. You're going to connect with people, different countries, different continents, different backgrounds. We're all the same vibrational frequency. Hopi Prophecy, Rainbow Warriors. All of these things are coming to the surface right now. The Rainbow Warriors are rising up. We see the Blue Star Prophecy playing out right now, right? We're watching it. We're watching it play out. So you have to let go, start allowing the reality to manifest through you. While I'm leaving this message, and this is all happening during the Lion's Gate, this energy, allow it to go, allow reality to manifest through you. I'm not a big thing for all these, I just go to the energetic level. I simplify a lot of things. If you're new to the channel, go to the energies. I'm not big on Captain Literal. Oh, they said in spirituality, if you do this, that you can't do it no more. Watch my video on quantum chaos. It's on the channel page. You type it in, quantum chaos. Or just go to that first playlist if you're new. So many things going on. This month, it could be the greatest month of your everyday life. Or you might be struggling a little bit. Alignment, balance and alignment. These are the messages that God gave me. Balance and alignment. And a lot of people are not giving balance. There is balance to everything. Pick a side. Pick a side. There's not always a side. There's not always a side. There's circumstances. Especially when it comes to the political, the political arena. Pick a side, pick a side. Oh, you're not always right on either side. And people get triggered by that. We have to leave duality. We have to leave polarization. We have to really focus and realize that this reality that we're in, it's different than we were taught. Oh yeah. And once you see the bigger picture, when you are, like I like to stay right in the middle. If you find, I'm telling you this, and I've shared a video earlier, you will have less pressure and pain when you stay neutral. Stay neutral. You find yourself in the middle and master the art. Oh, you gotta check that video out if you didn't see it. Master the art of not giving a shift. Yeah, because we're shifting. You can't give a shift. Because on a daily, I can't, and this is how you lose. You will lose. I have to please this crowd. I have to please this side. You're not speaking your truth. And there's science behind this. You got to go to Dr. Gabor. You got to live in authenticity right now. If you're not, you're going to feel it. The energy's rising up. Again, it's not always good or bad. It's heightened. Everything is heightened. Everything is going up. Everything is being seen clearly. The good, the bad, the ugly, right? You know that phrase. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So these solar flashes that are coming in, it's not something to be taken lightly. It's not something to fear. And it's also not something to joke or, you know what, I'm just going to start listening to yourself. That's where you're going to find the answers of how to move forward. Yeah, absolutely. And again, Bat Nabbin, I'm reading your comment. That goes to the content of character. Content of character is such a big thing right now. So you want to, most important thing, at night, I'm so grateful for it too, because earlier on my journey, I would struggle falling asleep. Now, when it's time to go to sleep, I fall asleep in under 5 minutes. I lay in the bed, falling asleep. Right? Is that you? As I'm knocking things over, do you fall? When your head hits the pillow at night, you got to sleep peacefully. If you're riddled with anxiety, and it's going to be bubbling up, you could, and that what has happened. Society was created with illusions in this modern world. You can see it on social media. People present life the way that they want you to see it. They don't present life the way that it actually is. And that's why this channel lasts the test of time. That's why this community grows every single day, because we're moving forward in the new energies. And we will hold the standard of authenticity, not a bunch of illusions. Everything's an illusion right now. Filters, this, that. And don't be so quick to bite the bait. I watch it, and you will hear you will know at a deeper level, the more time you spend alone out in nature, the more time you spend alone with God. But if you there are secondary matrices. Secondary and tertiary matrices. Oh, we're going deep, right? Uncle Mike likes to go deep. Yeah. Some people say, oh, I got out of the... Oh, but there was another one. And then it was like a labyrinth within a labyrinth. You got to find your way all the way out. And a lot of times it's about simplifying things. When you actually go to the simple, you go back to the core creator frequencies. When you go back to, when it comes from God, it's usually simple. It's not complicated. That's the way of finding your way all the way out of these things. Yeah, Edwards, and I did that video a long time ago, Edwards. Judgment and expectations lower your vibration. So you don't, listen, you got to start partying. This is a party time. It's a solar flash party. You could write it in the comments, thousands of people, solar flash party. Be grateful that you're upgrading now, because you're going through the preparation to accept. Because when the energies really get intense, you're good to go. You're good to go. It's a preparation to accept as the energies rise up. And they will continue to rise up. A lot of you know this. Party like it's 2024. It is absolutely, it's the 8th year. It's the year of abundance. And this 8th month, and we're going to hit the 888 portal in the 8th year. The abundance like never before. Like never before. That's where you have to stay focused on. Don't get led astray. Don't get led into these polarizing things of negativity, and you're wasting your life. I'm too busy, ready? I'm too busy building, teaching, and leading. You will know them by their fruits. There's people that just either troll all day long or just look for like a something to post to, and I watch it. But that's your life, and if that's what you want to do with your life, that's cool. You want to be negative all day long? That's you. I'm going to do me, kid. You do you. You got to be real light. The more lighter you get, the more you let go. I'm allowing this energy that's coming in. I'm allowing it to just... I am a nuclear power plant. Yeah. Nuclear. You're like a nuclear... Yes, how much energy? This energy actually is known as chi. You ever hear of chi energy? You have trillions of cells, 1.4 volts, right? You have trillions of volts of electricity in you. That's the chi energy. But sometimes the signal, that's Dr. Bruce Lipton, the signal is thrown off, right? And we know about the nervous system, right? The signals, the electrical signals through our body is thrown off, right? So these are the things that we have to stay focused on as this energy comes in. Allow it to come in and allow yourself, you're generating, you're like a generator, you're generating a brand new reality for yourself and for others. Be in alignment, stay balanced, and it will be an easier, it's not easy because the pain that you have in your spine, it's not so easy. So I'm grateful for all of you. please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We do daily videos 9 a.m. Eastern time. And please let us know in the comments, are you experiencing any of these symptoms, but especially in the spine? Please share, because it really helps other people during this process. Know that this, and we're in solar cycle 25, these energies will increase. Analyze the first half of this year, especially analyze last month. And look at, we're really peaking right now. Things happen energetically before they manifest physically. So this energy will result in physical things that go on. And we're going to see them. Don't get nervous. It's nothing to worry about, but it's just part of the process. I'm very grateful for all of you. We have new posts on TikTok, Facebook, Patreon. We have a brand new video up on Patreon if you missed it yesterday. All the links are in the description. Please share this video. I'm so grateful if you share today's video, because a lot of people are feeling these energies like never before. So grateful for that. And come back tomorrow. And come back, take the Our Everyday Lives Challenge. Show up every day and see if your life improves by the end of the year. Okay, we're growing every single day. We're gonna focus on authenticity, positivity, and we're gonna implement the things, right, that your Uncle Mike does every day. Consistency, resiliency, authenticity, and we're gonna make it through the Great Solar Flash event. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. Keep going. You're gonna be just fine, kid. Yeah? Yeah, it's the Our Everyday Lives Challenge. Look at the chats blowing up. Yeah, it's the Our Everyday Lives Challenge. Just show up every day. Try it out and see where you are. There is pain right now, but is it the pain of regret or the pain of discipline? Be disciplined, and this time period, you're going to be just fine, kid. Love you all. Keep going.